Hello, everyone. So, are you here to listen to more about understanding what complementary healing is all about? Are you curious how can complementary healings can impact your life, impact your health positively? So, if you are curious and you have tons of questions to ask, what is complementary healing? What is that word? Is it a free healing? No, it's not. It's not about free healing. Okay. So, if you are curious about all these questions, this is the right live chat because we will be having three beautiful ladies to come on board sharing with me all these things that we will talk about. Biodynamic craniosacrotherapy. We will talk about hypnotherapy. We will talk about quantum wellness bioresonance. If you are like all these words are foreign to you, don't worry, you are not alone. Your host, Christina Tang, is feeling the same way with you as well. So do one favor for me while we are waiting for more viewers to join us. Click the share button right now to share out this live talk because you know why? We are here to talk about, let me see, where is the banner? Yeah. Where is the banner for this one? Live talk number 46, how complementary healing can heal your life together with us. So share out the live talk and let me know where you from, and I want to hear everyone. Share out this live talk so that we can get more people to join us on the live. Let me have our admin to also welcome everyone. Welcome to live talk number 46, how complementary can heal your life. And let us find out more together with our speaker. So I have only 3 viewers right now. We had a wonderful time in the morning. We started off this entire day. Today, the live talk is slightly different because we started off early in the morning to discover and rise together with Body, Mind, Soul. And this is also part of the program. We in conjunction, we fuse it together so that we want to let everyone know what Body, Mind, Soul is all about. In the morning, we have the founder of Body, Mind, Soul, the chief editor, Lily, to share with us how Body, Mind, Soul came about, the ideology, the entire vision, and the mission behind Body, Mind, Soul. We also have our editor, senior editor, Mr. Chong, to share with us how we select articles and why our articles are unique. And if you miss all the live talk in the morning, you can always click replay on our Facebook page, Body, Mind, Soul Facebook page. Yeah, make sure you are there to watch the replay. And then we had a audio article, I would say, article excerpt reading to give you a vibes of how audio articles are. Because why? We are here to share with you Body, Mind, Soul community, and I'm gonna share more later of the day. Because why? I want to walk you through the program that we had so that I can hook you to watch back all our replay. So after the audio reading, we had fun with Vivian, with Lily, and also Chong, where they read out article excerpt from body segment, from mind category, as well as from the soul category. And it touches a lot of our hearts when Chong was reading out the soul article. So if you want to know why and how, go watch the replay, all right? Then just now, just right before this at 1:30, we have beautiful Rose to read out her article, the article that she written for Body, Mind, Soul, a guided meditation article, an elementary meditation to manifest success. Okay, so it was very beautiful. She read out all the steps and she encouraged us to try this out when you're at the outdoor. Right now, we can go out to nature. We can go out to park. She encouraged us to try this. So I have Alan from Malaysia, and nice. He is asking what is complementary healing. So you know what? To all the audience, we always welcome questions. So feel free to throw in any questions that you wish to share with us or ask our audience or our speaker as well. Body, Mind, Soul is here to impact what? Impact your life positively, and that is why we have this live chat every Saturday. So without further ado, let me just welcome one by one of our speaker, making sure that, you know what, they unmute themselves first. And are we all ready? You know, warm up your palms. I know, I can't see you, but that's how Christina always do, warm up your palms. All right, show us some love as well. Don't be a stranger. Okay, so and let's welcome our speaker today. We have Beatrice.
Hello, everybody.
Beatrice, yes, clinical
Hello.
hypnotherapist and managing director of the Golden Space Malaysia. Hello, Beatrice.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Christina.
Yes, and then we also have Dr. Ang over here, founder and head therapist of Quantum Wellness
Okay.
Bioresonance.
Hello, I've unmuted myself and I was still
Yes.
rubbing my hands. Hello,
All
everyone.
right. Okay, nice. All right. I'll
Okay.
pan the camera a little bit, Dr. Ang, and we will go to our third beautiful speaker. And we have Kema Yen, certified biodynamic craniosacral therapist.
Hi everyone. Hi Christina. Hi.
Hello, all the beautiful ladies over here. So before we start, we have a lot of comments over here. Celine is saying already. Alan is saying, I feel the warm, also very hot sun. Hello, Beatrice and Dr. Ang.
Hi,
Good. Hope
Celine.
everyone same too. And hello, Kema. Hi. Do one thing for us. Share out this live talk so that we can benefit more together with our speaker over here. So let us go through it one by one. Oh, wow. We have more comments coming in. Sarah. Hello, Beatrice, Dr. Ang, and Kema. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Sarah.
Yes, we can see that, Dr. Ang is very excited. Dr. Ang, your mic is mute, yeah, at this point of time, just so you know. Yeah? Okay, all right. Okay, so let us go through it one by one, and we have our dear speaker and our dear beautiful guest to share with us how all of you get into complementary healing and what specialty or what modalities you practice. So I will start with Beatrice first. Beatrice, share with us a little bit how you get into complementary healing.
Okay, how I started was trained, I think, 10 years ago when I decided to study, take up the study of hypnotherapy. But before that, I was toying the idea of studying psychology. But after that, after doing some research, I decided to do hypnotherapy because I was kind of like curious, how our mind and body works. And also, I also at that time was very curious about past life stuff. Yeah. And also during that time, I also have this severe claustrophobic, anywhere that is, especially if I'm in a lift. Oh my God, I think I will be so suffocated and I can't wait to get out of the lift. Yeah, especially lift or anywhere that is, very tight and small. Yeah, I cannot breathe. So to an extent that, sometimes when you play certain games, I I never really get a chance to thoroughly enjoy, and also I have this stage fright. Yeah, this stage fright that, wow, extreme stage fright. So I was thinking that, maybe perhaps if I study this modality, that could help me, to heal or overcome. And indeed, it did. Yeah, it did, especially claustrophobic. Yeah.
Wow.
The claustrophobic was through a lot of past life session that I did with my teacher, and even I did it on myself. Even stage fright, especially stage fright, I think most of the time, when I'm in front of people or on a big stage, that's it. My brain will just
Go blank.
yes, yes. And I'm like, whatever that is in front of me, even if there's a piece of paper in front of me, I'll be like, gone, and I have to kind of like hypnotize myself. Yeah, and of course it's not just one time, two time, but I noticed that every time I work on myself, on my body, I noticed I got better and better at it. And also hypnosis also is very good, especially I found that it was very good during my I remember when I was pregnant and during my labor. Yeah. When I was going into labor. But I also know that I have to hypnotize myself again. We call it as hypnobirthing. Yeah, and what happened was my labor, it didn't take very long. Suddenly you hear all those stories from friends like 24 hours in labor or 36 hours. Oh my God, I said that's it. So I got to work on myself. And I also told myself that I'm not going to take the epidural. Yeah, because I want to ensure that my boy, will not get, all those medicine into his system. So what happened was, yeah, there was pain, but the pain was bearable. And yeah, it was bearable. And when I gave birth, it was also very fast and very easy. Even the healing was very fast. And what happened was the next day, actually, I checked out from hospital.
Wow,
Yeah, so
that
yeah, I
is
checked out from
fast.
hospital. Yes, that is fast. Even my healing, because it was normal birth, I also heal very fast. Yes.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Thank you, Beatrice. I have a few questions lining up over here, but I'll hold on to all the comments and questions to all the viewers right now because I really want to go through with our beautiful guests over here one by one. Let them introduce themselves to all of you so that you can continue to ask the question. Up next, we have Dr. Ang over here. Dr. Ang, so share with us a little bit your stories, how you got yourself into complementary healing. You know what? All the guests, please remain your mic unmute. You can feel free to chat, anytime so that you don't have to unmute and mute your mic. Yeah, just leave your mic unmute. It's okay. Yeah, because after all, Body, Mind, Soul Live Talk is really a light and easy, fun space to together with Christina, have fun and go wild and crazy. We answer all sorts of questions. All right. So, Dr. Ang, how about your stories? What got you? What get you into complementary healing?
Okay. Actually, I'm very trained conventionally. I'm trained by the conventional medicine, and I used to have like a box kind of thinking. And this is it, and there's no other solutions outside of this box. So whatever that is, the problems I have now, like I used to have when I was in the second year of my university, I used to have an insomnia. So at that moment, I was learning pharmacology, like study the drugs and this kind of stuff. And I was thinking and I was looking through the list of drugs where, it's those sleeping pills, we call that. And the side effects were like, even I, being was being educated as a doctor, I wouldn't dare take that drug myself. Like, okay, I had insomnia and, I better, withdraw myself and I don't want to take all these things until I came across quantum physics. And then this quantum physics taught me to look into the truth of matter and material. And I got this very interesting quote from Nikola Tesla and including Albert Einstein as well. During those days, they've already said, if you want to look into the truth of things, look into frequencies. Yeah.
Wow.
So, look into frequencies, because you see, when you are very nervous, your heart races, and that's kind of vibration, that's kind of frequency as well. While we're talking, I'm talking to you with a beta brainwave, and all these are frequencies. So when I look deeper into things, but when I happen to gain more interest into all these things, I got to know bioresonance through a random platform where we go out for. I used to be a student as well. We went out for party, and when we met this guy, and then he happens to be the distributor of this technology. So that's when I walked into, I just bumped into this guy and I got to know him. And then I wasn't too much into it. I was a bit skeptical. And then until he gave me a bunch of so-called, what he claimed that time, a 12.5 hertz kind of antenna system. He gave me in a whole block, his whole stock he gave it to me. And then I was still having insomnia problem at that time. So I was just sleeping randomly with this bunch of things by my side, which claims that time to be 12.5 hertz. So it was kind of strange. as I slept, I did not, whatever that is lying beside me was the thing that makes me sleep. So I had this 3 months period after having to sleep with this thing, which I think is quite, taking up space in my room. I was thinking, why is he leaving all these things in my place? And then for these 3 months, I was just sleeping nonstop. I had to tell my lecturer that I cannot go to the uni just for this time.
Wow.
And I had to I had to call back to my professor, can you give me extra class, because I really need to sleep, because I haven't been sleeping well for 2 years. I have been falling asleep in my train rides to university. And I don't know, I don't call it a miracle, but it just doesn't it doesn't happen just like that. So it was a bunch of them, and then I had to really sleep for at least 12 hours up to 16 hours per day for me to feel not tired. So gradually at the end of the last few weeks of that 3 months, I could feel like I don't have to sleep that much anymore. Like I feel like, oh, maybe it's like a compensation state. I'm not too sure. Like the cell regulatory has been, triggered or something. So that's when I gained back my energy, and there was finally this day at the end where I really slept like around 7-8 hours. That was enough for me. And I just stood up and I said, okay, now I'm ready to go for the classes regularly. And because of this, I started looking into this technology. Yeah, to question, and then to read more books about quantum physics, to read more about bioresonance, like how the earth frequency, why do we do earthing and this kind of stuff. And, and I got really deep into it.
There you go, and you ended up with quantum wellness bioresonance, and you founded this clinic. Yeah,
yes, exactly.
Beautiful, Dr. Ang. I love how you go through your journey, like from cannot sleep until you can't stop sleeping, and kind of like turn your life around, and that's how it impacted your life positively, and that's where you go in. And you know what, Dr. Ang, the extra value that you had is you were trained conventionally. And with your conventional, I would say the conventional medicine knowledge combined with quantum, I'm sure you can impact more positively as well. So I'm just going to hold on here because we have quite a few good comment or that popping up. Wow, love that, Dr. Ang. Looking at frequencies, awesome. And Alan is commenting different people, different frequencies, so it attracts some the same frequency. We have Celine saying amazing, and she's agreeing to Alan as well, agree wholeheartedly. We have Jenny saying hello, Christina, hello Beatrice as well. You know what? And also hello, Dr. Ang. She's helloing to every one of us one by one, which is very beautiful. And I'm sure Kema is coming up. Yes, there you go. Kema as well. Hello to you from Jenny. For Alan and Celine, your question, I'm going to pull it out in a bit because that is to Beatrice. But I want to move our attention to Kema. Kema, so how about you? I know that you were a lecturer before, if I'm not mistaken, but how you get yourself into complementary healing?
Okay, I was a lecturer, but my journey to complementary healing started even during my university days. At that time, I was learning meditation under a Buddhist monk. Yeah, and he's a very interesting Buddhist monk in the sense that he was a healer before he became a monk. Yeah, let's put it this way. Yeah. So besides teaching us about meditation, that's not my name. I was, he named me Kema. He gave me this name. So besides teaching meditation, he also talks a little bit about his life as a healer, and he uses crystals, he uses flower essences, and he also taught us how to use that, not to every student, but a few of his students. So I was exposed to complementary healing from my teacher, my meditation teacher, and he taught us about crystal healing. He even there was one time I was having a sore throat, and he just healed my sore throat just there and then, and it's gone. It was so fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. That time was used 2 big clear quartz like that. I was exposed to that when I was doing my master's, at that time. I was doing my master's in mathematics in UM that time. So, but during those days, it was just something like, I never thought of venturing into that, Then after some time, then I had I had thyroid, I went to stay in Japan at one time. I was staying there for a year, and I think it's the maybe you could say the stress of staying in a foreign country where I don't really know the language well. I was traveling with my husband. My husband was posted in Japan at one time. Then because of that, I came back and I was like feeling very uncomfortable. It was really uncomfortable. So I went to check, and then discovered that I actually had thyroid. And then I chose at the time, instead of using conventional drugs to treat my thyroid, I chose to use traditional Chinese medicine to treat my thyroid. So I went for traditional Chinese medicine. It took me a few months, to treat the thyroid. But the amazingly thing is during the journey of healing, I took a lot of rest, and I was gifted with a book from my sister. I really treasure that book. Even right now, I treasure that book. My sister gave me this book, Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom by Dr. Christian Northrup. Yeah. And it was an eye-opener. Although my meditation teacher talked about crystal healing and complement, but he didn't really delve into that too much. He was just like on the surface, because to him the emphasis is on the Buddhist teaching. Yeah. So, but Dr. Christian's book really opened up my frame of what is healing all about. Because in that book she talks about medicines, but she also brought in concepts like chakras. She also brought in things like listening to your inner body, listening to your inner wisdom, and using herbs and using food. So it's a very interesting book, and I would recommend all women to read this, Women's Body, Women's Wisdom. And that book is an eye-opener for me, and I use whatever I learned from the book to heal my thyroid. So there was one day I really feel very good, so I went to the Chinese doctor. I cleared some issues by reading a book. I meditated. So I can see how my thyroid came about, which is private and confidential. I have to not say the cause of my thyroid problem. But anyway, so I
But you found your root.
Yes, I found that root through
and
meditating.
Can I just ask, the root, is it related to emotions?
Oh yes, of course. Because in that book we talk a lot about emotions. Yeah, of course. So it's related to emotions. It also relates to trauma. So I sort of see that, and I sort of let go, like really deep letting go. It was really a very precious healing journey for me at that time. Yeah. And that book sort of opened up. And I still remember I went to the TCM doctor. I said, I'm healed already, right? I no more thyroid. And then the TCM doctor said, yeah, you know what? It was so funny. So anyway, that was the beginning. And then I started learning things like Reiki, started wanting to find out, Then I came across another book. See, I love books so much. Always the books are sort of changed my perception of things. So I came across one very interesting book from a library, and I borrowed that book. The book is called Dr. Andrew. It's called Spontaneous Healing, written by Dr. Andrew Well. And in one of the chapters of the book, he wrote about craniosacral therapy. Yeah, he wrote about the how impressed he was with craniosacral therapy, and he gave some examples. He gave a story. Now I can't remember because the book is very long. I read it so long time ago. How he treated people, how he treated someone who have really health challenges. So, and then I saw that chapter, and I said, hey, I want to learn this technique. No, I want to learn. And I said, I want to learn law of attraction. I got a chance to learn. It was so funny. It was so interesting. I couldn't believe it myself,
So it's
And
really through reading books and then also finding solutions for your own
yeah,
self, and that's how you got
yes,
into complementary healing, and that's
yes,
how
yes,
you also come across
yeah,
biodynamic sacral.
yes, from a book.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to hold there because there are quite a lot of comments coming in. So much of truth came out. A lot of people holding on to energy that does not serve them and have trouble of letting go. We also have Alan. Yes, emotions will bring illness if left unattended. And we
Yeah.
have Geeta over here. Hi, thanks for forwarding the link. And Geeta is saying hi to everyone. Thank you, Geeta, for joining us again. I'm going to just go back to the one of the questions from Alan to Beatrice. Alan is asking, is it hypnotherapy is part of psychology? Let us just answer this question, and then I have other questions that's coming here as well.
Alan, hi. Yes, it's part of it, and yeah, when we work on the hypnosis, we actually work on your emotions psychologically. Yes.
Wow. Okay. So I have another question that I'm just going to ask straight to the face. Let me see. All right. So over here, Alan is also asking, I believe this is to direct to Kema. What is biodynamics? I think, Kema, you can explain a little bit how the therapy work.
Okay, the full name is biodynamic craniosacral therapy. It's such a mouthful, so normally we call it BCST in
Craniosacral.
short.
Yeah.
BCST or craniosacral or cranial work. Yeah. So it's actually a hands-on treatment. Yeah. It's like when we work on it, it's like it looks like we are doing Reiki, but it's not Reiki because Reiki we have
Reiki symbols.
initiations, we have Reiki symbols, yeah, and we draw in universal energy coming in, But for biodynamic craniosacral therapy, we engage, yeah, we do it's a hands-on treatment, yeah, but the intention is to engage with the innate intelligence in the body. Yeah. The founder of this work is called Dr. William Sutherland, and he was an osteopath. Yeah. And he called this innate intelligence the breath of life. So he coined it the breath of life. And the therapy involves in engaging um, getting the breath of life to come on board, to come back online. Let's put it this way: when people are ill, yeah, this breath of life has been infected. It's not being breathed fully, yeah. It's a little bit offline, yeah. So the therapist's job is to support the client's system such a way that the innate intelligence, this breath of life, start to flow throughout the whole system again. And when the breath of life comes in, oh, this is our innate intelligence, every one of us have it, when it flows, my goodness, you could actually feel the changes in the body. Yeah. I could feel it. It's my job. It's my job as a therapist to engage it, to address it, to let it comes out, and therefore I can sense it. And if the client, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
is sensitive enough, yeah, and most of them are sensitive, they can actually feel that change in the body. They can feel,
Mm.
yeah, they can
I
feel.
hope that answer your question, Alan. I want to thank Kema for explaining a little bit deeper what is it all about. I wish to direct our attention a little bit to hypnotherapy before we go to Dr. Ang. Over here, Celine is saying extreme stage fright. Myself here too, petrified. Can't wait to hear how you overcame your stage fright. I believe that is for Beatrice. Beatrice, a lot of people
Okay.
might have seen hypnotherapy on the TV, like you look at the clock or
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
watch,
Yeah. Yeah.
TikTok, and you'll
Yeah.
listen to
Yeah.
my count and you
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
go into a sleep. So
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
really true that way? For those who have never experienced hypnotherapy,
That one is
is it
a stage performance, and I do have people.
Stage
Uh,
performance.
and I do have people, come to me and say that, don't look into my eyes, Beatrice. Don't look into my eyes in case you hypnotize me. Not that easy, not that easy. Yeah. So, so hypnosis actually just a little bit. Yeah. So hypnosis is it's not able to control your mind, because a lot of people think that, will I be hypnotized by you if you look into my eyes, because you see the show, look into my eyes, I'm gonna hypnotize you. No, no, not so easy. Yeah, or look at this, TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Yeah, or look into this ball. No, no, no. Yeah. So hypnosis is what's so special about hypnosis is actually it's the ability of one to totally focus, and then to also to achieve the objective. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's also a form of deep relaxation. So sometimes if you, for those who have amnesia, yeah, you can also use hypnosis. Yeah. And will be able to actually help you to go into deeper relaxation. It will also heighten your awareness. Yeah. So hypnosis is similar like daydreaming when you are being hypnotized. Or some of you who are meditation lovers, it's something like that. You just gone,
Ah.
very, very nice, very high, and la, la, and you suddenly cannot hear anything else except just your breath. Yeah.
Mm.
And hypnosis is so, it's our minds that go in and out of the alpha state of consciousness. Yeah, at this moment we are in the beta state, right? Like just now what Dr. Ang mentioned.
The
Yeah.
frequencies.
Yes, it's the frequency. That's why in the alpha state is when you are daydreaming. Even when you're daydreaming, you can still hear a little bit of sound. And yeah, so we cannot, as a therapist, we cannot just, if you don't give us permission, we cannot not able to hypnotize you. So how I
Mm.
overcome is, of course, I give permission to my body. How I overcome my
Stage fright
claustrophobic, yeah,
and stage fright.
my stage fright is overcoming it by giving permission to my body and say that, okay, what is it that I'm afraid of? And then I start to hypnotize my body for it to actually go into this state of
Mhm.
and overcoming the fear. Basically, many times we find out that it's the fear that actually frees our body. Yeah.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
And of course, for me to go deeper, because it was very severe for me. I even go into hypnotize myself into past life to find out what happened
Mm.
to me also. Yeah, and
Wow.
and
Wow.
from there, then I realized that oh yeah, there was some trauma in my past life, and even in this lifetime, I also realized that I had my trauma when I was in kindergarten, nursery.
Mm.
Yeah, during when I was on stage, in I remember there was this concert, yeah, and I was actually supposed to hold this musical instrument. Yeah, and this teacher, I remember this teacher actually, I think she scolded me in front of a lot of people and on the stage, and that was my first trauma.
Ah.
And that's
Wow.
how I found out. And from there I start
Wow.
to heal myself. Yes, that was so bad. So every time when I'm
Mm.
on stage, maybe I had this stage fright that, will I get scolded? Will I be ridiculed? I mean, will someone, say something to me that embarrass me? And that's why my mind just go,
Shut down.
"Zing." Yes, just shut down, or I
Yes.
just
Yes.
begin to
Yes.
run away. Yeah.
Okay, understand. I hope that will help Celine a little bit. We have quite a lot of questions over here. Alan is cracking a joke. Perhaps TikTok also kind of hypnosis with a lot of laughter. I hope that our live talk is bringing lots of laughter to all of you over here who is watching. And Geeta, I don't quite get your question. Who is this? What is this question? And who would you like to ask? So can I ask? Is it only for pain in the neck or body parts? I believe it's for Kema, but let us have a clearer clarity from Geeta, and then Geeta, please ask again if you're watching with us together. So, Dr. Ang, how about a short brief of how bioresonance can help your client?
Okay, when I was listening to Kema and Beatrice, what they're actually doing, we are actually boiling down to the same concept. You guys, all of you have to engage into a certain thing. You engage into the innate energy for Kema. You engage into that certain state of the brain for Beatrice. Is it right?
Yep.
Well
Yes.
understood. Yes. So, while engaging, we're actually talking about when you see it scientifically or you measure it by an instrument, you be engaging just like a radio. You have to tune to that station where you get the same frequency, and then you can tackle the problems that are at that, that go through those channels. So the same thing, each and every cells that we have in our body. So the difference between us and bioresonance and all these hypnotherapy or osteopathy or biosacral, craniosacral, it all boils down to engaging that frequency, like being at the same channel. So the difference between these two is that bioresonance uses an instrument to measure even more specific frequencies in the medical field. So, and Kema and Beatrice would be more into that emotional. Of course, we do have emotional frequencies that we can technically use the instrument to actually check it. So the difference between the bioresonance and what Beatrice and Kema is doing is that I'm using an instrument. I don't have these superpowers using my own frequency to engage others. I'm using a tool to help me engage. Yeah. So I can engage into your liver cells. I can engage into your enzymes. I can engage into your heavy metal toxins, or chakras, or fears and anxiety. That is what I can engage into. But of course, now the person is interacting with a machine, so it depends on like what the person likes. Like, would I like to interact with a person, which I really can talk to? Or, that's why it's also important when the person is there to engage with another person. I mean, that is really good for the mankind as well. Like we when we try to connect. So yeah, so yesterday I was watching Avatar. So you look at how engaged are these people, yeah, they are even bodily, physically engaged to the Awa, the whatever
The
soul
source of
and
life.
part
Yeah, the source of life. Yes.
That's one of my favorite favorite
Yeah,
movies.
I think that's
is
all of
really
our
intriguing.
favorite
Yeah.
show. That's all of
yeah.
our favorite show.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many times I've watched it again and again. And I love that part, Dr. Ang, that you're saying where they are sitting around underneath the tree at the Ewa, right? So that's beautiful. Okay, let's not go too far, Christina. Let's come back. All right, when it comes to movie and food, I cannot stop talking. But you know what? I have Gita over here has confirmed this question was for Kema. Can I ask, is it only for pain in the neck of body parts? I believe is craniosacral therapy. Is it only for pain in the body parts or it's for other things as well? If I'm not wrong to interpret the questions.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people with pain do come for craniosacral therapy to find pain relief. But actually, craniosacral is much more than dealing with pain. In fact, I see more patients, I won't use the word patient, I see more clients coming in to see me for things like depression, things like
Sorry?
depression. People come and see me for depression. Also come up and see me for gut issues. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gut issues. Yeah. Yeah, it helps with the gut a lot. And of course, there are people who come and see me for also insomnia. Yeah. Anything that deals with the nervous system. Yeah. People that come and see me because of past traumas. Yeah. So because pain is a symptom, it's an outward symptom of emotions or outward symptoms of past trauma. It can be a symptoms of so we don't deal with the symptoms when I meet the client. So I normally um, invite them, yeah, just lie down and then we give a chat. Yeah. And like what Dr. Ong said, yeah, it's like
Dr. Ang.
how you Dr. Ang, like what Dr. Ang says is whether you want to engage with the machine or what. So for me, it's like anyone, they want to come, they want their pain. I mean, not just physical pain, but also mental and emotional pain. They want it that's been it's in the body. I'm a body worker, so it's in the body, and we want that feeling of being heard, being witnessed by someone, by a human. So that's where I come along. So it's about by giving a certain touch, a certain touch that the body feels safe. So for the treatment to be engaged, first of all, the body must feel safe. The cells must feel safe. So the therapy works on helping the body to feel safe, and then after the body feels safe, then we engage, and then the health starts coming in, the breath of life starts coming in, the innate intelligence starts coming in to do the repair and do the rejuvenation, regardless of whether it's a pain or neck pain or body pain or lower back pain or knee pain. That's just a physical manifestation of something, trauma or emotional or setback or whatever. Whatever stories, whatever memories, let's put it this way, but then memories that's lodged in the body, symptoms come out in different people have different symptoms. Some is like insomnia, some is bodily pain, some the pain in the neck, some the pain in the, some, and then of course pain in the heart. Some people come in to see me, heart pain, disappointment, gut, it's very common. So
I really love how you put it. It's a
Yeah.
physical manifestation of something. So you are there to help everyone to find out what is that
Yes.
something that have manifested the pain into a physical form.
And I'm like a counselor, but as counselor is talk therapy, it's like dealing with mental. But for me, I'm the counselor for the body. I'm the counselor for the cellular cells, the organs, and I listen to it. My job. And once it's listened, once they feel safe that someone has listened at the cellular level, at the organic level, at the physical level, the body feels safe. Oh, the innate intelligence come in, the breath of life come in, then things start changing and shifting. The nervous system starts changing and shifting. You feel it.
Wow. Oh,
The
wow.
heart starts
Nice.
opening. Yeah.
Nice.
And then it create a gut, I call a gut heart brain connection. And when the three brains connect, the gut, the heart, and the brain connect, you feel so aligned, You feel it is automatically aligned with source energy. It's
Wow.
such a wonderful feeling to see it, to experience it also as the therapist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dr. Ang, anything you would like to add on top, when Kema talk about cells and how about your side? You were saying you don't have superpowers, but you're using the tools. But how did your tools can help your client in that sense?
Oh, okay. So, I was supposed to add that one. I was talking too much into Avatar and all. So, yeah. So, by resonance, the device actually taps into specific channels what we can find in the body cells, whatever cells that are available at the moment, and then we tune the frequencies. Once we tap it, we tune the frequencies that are already in bazaar, or like they have slowed down, just like when you become very tired, like from a very busy day, and then you start to slow down, you get tired. So that's where I tune the frequencies back up to the higher range of frequencies and bring them back on track. And that's how self-regulatory mechanism can be back on track.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I have Alan over here. Wow, how to engage different parts. Well, that's where you will come to look for us, and we will direct you to Dr. Ang or Kema or Beatrice. Up to you which one you want to pick. Let us know. We are here to connect you with them. And Geeta was saying, wow, Dr. Ang, that's amazing. Celine is sharing, loving the content today. And and Gita echo to it. Leah's really loving the content today, totally up my street. And Kema, I believe we will direct Gita to you also. How can I find out more about this topic? I think Kema did wrote for article for Body Mind Soul as well. Not sure whether it really dive into craniosacral therapy, Kema.
No, in the topic that I wrote in the Body Mind Soul, it's not really about craniosacral therapy. That one is more on how we perceive healing. The topic is the 4 perceptions of healing. Yeah. So that one, it's more on people who want to see what is healing. It's a more holistic way of viewing healing, where I divide into 4 different perceptions. So if you want to know more, and I do not want to bring it up here, you could, for your suspense a little bit, you can find out more, is to go to that I think the
Body Mind Soul community. Join the Body Mind Soul community, and you
and
can
then it's there. Yeah.
Yes,
it's
you
a
can
very holistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very holistic.
Today we are all teasing. We are teasing, right? Teasing each other.
I can tease you a little bit. It's about seeing healing from the mental, for physical perception, for a mental, emotional perception, from an energetic perception, because we are energetic beings. Yeah, we are energetic, and also from a mystical perception. The 4th is a mystical perception, from the world of mystics, archetypal dreams. Yeah, from that. So that is 4 perceptions. Until today, I wonder how I managed to write this article. I couldn't figure it. But so if you want to know about that, just go back and read. Go back and read that volume 2.
Okay, so for all of you who are curious what Kema have just shared, as long as you join Body Mind Soul community, you get to read all our volumes since the beginning, from volume 1 up to the latest volume for free. Okay, so I will share with you more what other new added benefits towards the end of the show of the day, not this show. Okay, so we have Ellen over here. Yes, you already found your Saturday live topic, I believe, live talk topic for 3 weeks. Each of them do 1 topic and live demo perhaps. Wow, Ellen,
Ellen very clever. Ellen is very smart. Ooh.
Ellen is smart, and he wants to experience hypnotherapy. I don't think Dr. Ang can live demo to you with her instrument. You can. You can? Okay, let's do something like that. And Kema, I'm not sure whether you can do a live demo. I don't mind.
Know how.
You know what? I can be with you together, and then you can live demo on me.
How is it possible? We must discuss on this, and then we see how to bring it there. I've not done the live demo before.
Let's try something. You know what?
It brings go to Golden Space. You can go to Golden Space.
And I will do my TikTok.
Yeah,
I do TikTok.
Gita is echoing to it. Good idea, Ellen. Yeah, so thank you to all the viewers. Continue to pour in your question. I have one more question, a few more questions to go, and to really, I believe, Beatrice have shared how hypnotherapy has helped her as well as her client, go to past life, and also hypnobirthing is quite a common thing nowadays. It gets more common to a lot of new mothers. They really understand the beauty of doing a hypnobirthing, a more natural way of giving birth, and go through the labor journey. I have a lot of friends that went into hypnobirthing, so it wasn't foreign to me when it comes to hypnobirthing, but I never related hypnobirthing and hypnotherapy together until today. Because I know you for so long, I've never linked these two together. So I want to thank for this live talk from Body Mind Soul as well. Yeah, that benefited me as well. Hypnobirthing and hypnotherapy.
Maybe you can do that when you are pregnant. I can do that for you. Hypnobirthing.
The Malay say, Inshallah.
Oh, seriously?
Well, let's see. Okay, so the next question is really for Dr. Ang and Kema. So we talk about so much about complementary healing, how hypnotherapy can help, how bioresonance can resolve issues, how craniosacral therapy can resolve issues and trace back to activate our innate healing abilities in everyone. So if that's the case, do we still need to look for Dr. Ang? I like
course.
Kemal laugh.
You need to look for me.
How about
No, I
Kemal,
mean,
convention doctor? Do we still need to search for convention medicine doctor for advice?
Oh yes, I really think so. I really do think so because first of all, we want to know where is our problem is, right? Like for example, when I was ill, when I was ill that time, I went to see a doctor, or else I wouldn't know I have thyroid. Correct or not? Yeah, I went to see a doctor, but I went to see a conventional doctor to get the blood tested. The conventional doctor don't believe me. He said, you do okay, what, I said, please test for thyroid, please test. I went to see him. I also went to see a TCM doctor, which eventually I took his medicine instead. I also see a naturopath. In fact, my naturopath was the first one who alerted me about this, and I went to double check with the with the conventional doctor and then with the TCM. So yes, please see the doctor to get a more holistic view, a more holistic perception of your illness. Please go, and then after that you decide whether you want to take Western medicine or you want to take TCM or whatever. But I would suggest that if it's a severe illness, you got to know if it can be treated by TCM or Ayurveda or whatever. If it can be treated by that, yeah, it's your decision whether to go for that fully or to go for Western doctor fully and then supported by other alternative therapy. For me, I decided to go for TCM 100%. And of course, supported with my inner work. It's your responsibility. But I do go and see a doctor.
How about Dr. Ang? What's your say?
I like the part when you said responsibly, but anyways, I'll leave that to the end. But then, yeah. So where were I? I was a bit lost again, because I heard a lot of points that actually connected to me, and I was like, yes. Okay.
Should we go for a convention doctor advice as well?
Okay. Yes, of course. You have to take the best of a lot of worlds.
Yes.
Like, not only the best of both worlds, but best of a lot of. There are a lot of different natures of therapies that are available out there. And of course, while you're having a shortness of breath or whatever, you definitely go to the doctor as an emergency.
Yes.
You cannot breathe. Yes. You're feeling dizzy. Yes. There's acute symptoms. That's definitely, or you got yourself a fracture. Of course, you don't come to Barry Resonance.
Yes.
Can you please heal my fracture? Like it's bleeding, and I'm sorry, I only have frequencies, but you're losing blood.
Yeah, correct.
Exactly. So, and I think people can start looking for other solutions when the solutions they're given to by the conventional medicine, they aren't really helping. Like when you're taking pills and you're still having those symptoms, and what I would say, I would categorize chronic illnesses. Illnesses which you have to take pills and this and that, or the doctors tell you, oh, it's just like that, you have to live with it. So that's when you seek solutions out there from diet, nutrition, or all kinds of hypnotherapy or craniosacral, whatever, like outside, there, or any kind of complementary medicine out there. But of course, if it's an acute illness where you're really losing consciousness and this and that, and
when high fever.
Yeah, when it's not something chronic, it's like not something mild that you have been living for a long time. Like it's like sudden, like that's okay. That's when you can see the doctor. Yeah.
Nice. I like this conversation a lot. And let me just have one more over here. Gita, I believe this one is to Dr. Ang. So if you are doing functional medicine, is it considered alternative medicine? Dr. Ang, what would be your take on this?
I need to actually know like the special definition of functional
medicine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was wondering what is that.
because a lot of medicine are actually functional, but I don't know what is actually functional medicine. Can I just quickly
It's
get the quick
Can?
definition
Sure, I will direct
online?
another question from Gita as well to Beatrice. What is hypnobirthing? Never heard of it. I'm too old, I think. Beatrice, maybe you can share a little bit what is hypnobirthing?
Okay, hypnobirthing, it's also a form of hypnosis, yeah, and it is not new. It has been practiced in European countries for many, 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 many years. It's just that maybe it is getting, I think, Asian in the past, I think 10 years ago or 11 years ago, they start to uh, understand or know or aware that there is such thing as hypnobirthing. So hypnobirthing is actually a choice, especially for a woman. Why we choose hypnobirthing is because we felt that a lot of them choose this is because they feel that we do not want to pump in so much of medicine, during when the labor stage,
Mm,
yeah, and some of them felt that I would like to give birth in a holistic way.
mm,
So normally hypnobirthing, it's whereby you will see that you will put in a big huge basin, yeah, in warm water, and you're gonna actually sit, in those days, yeah, in our ancestral days, right? The right way, the comfortable way of birthing is actually squatting.
mm,
Yeah, when you're lying down, it's actually more painful. So
mm,
hypnobirthing is actually give birth naturally and in a big, I think big, what is that? Big, like kind of a bathtub. Yeah,
Like a
and
water
it
basic
birthing.
yes, like water. It is like water birthing, and it's also um
calming.
very comfortable for mother and also the child.
Mm.
mm.
Yeah,
So
it's also very comfortable.
I hope that answer Gita. Today we're not going to focus so much on individuals. So I will take
Yes,
in Alan's idea to have individual session with everyone. Let's see how this go.
It'll be fun. It'll
My
be
dear
fun.
friend came in. Yeah, my dear friend came in and just asked. I came in late. Did you just mention hypnobirthing and hypnotherapy? I hope this is good for you. And she was commenting, hypnobirthing is great practice for both of our children. The babies are calm and were sweet memories for me and my hubby. Yes, so
absolutely.
thank you so much. So, Dr. Ang, would you like to go back to the question from
Yeah.
Geeta?
So I see a lot of answers here, but then the first one that came up on Google, like, is already answering the question. Functional medicine is a form of alternative medicine that encompasses a number of unproven and disproven methods and treatments. So actually, I would like to say more of like what is alternative medicine. Actually, alternative medicine is actually everything that is outside the conventional medicine that is called an alternative. Yeah,
Mm,
which
Yes,
explains whatever functional medicine is. If it's outside of the conventional medicine,
Yeah,
then it is a form of alternative medicine.
yeah.
correct.
A good,
Yes.
good, good way of looking at it. Very simple.
you know what? We have kind of prepped a few questions, but I believe the few questions along the way it have we have all these three beautiful guests have answered, like when should we seek for doctor advice, when should we go for complementary healing, and I believe through Kema and Dr. Ang they have answered it perfectly. But for all the latecomers who have just joined us, how about to you? What would you all say to Beatrice? How about you? When should they go for a complementary healing modalities? Maybe I just
Mm,
direct this question to you.
okay. When you have exhausted, all your visitation to doctors, your regular doctors or hospital, and after your doctors actually, gave you a result and saying that, hey, there's nothing wrong with you, you're perfect, and yet you still feel, there's something wrong with me. That's where you come and see us, because most of the time it's actually your emotion. It's your
Mm,
emotion that um that maybe you have not really looked into. So that's where we would, that's where you look for us. That is the alternative medicine that Dr. Ang just now mentioned.
Beautiful. And okay, yeah. So our admin at the back is very busy today. My
Yes,
chat
yes.
is filled with so many. I'm like an octopus running few places at the same time, managing having three guests on the show as well as tons of messages. Yeah. So admin is also saying, sometimes doctor also advise client to seek for alternative solutions. So in the end, like what Dr. Ang have mentioned, it is really about getting the best from all different parts of the world, be it a conventional medicine, be it alternative, be it complementary healings, Ayurveda, hypnotherapy, bioresonance, sacral sound, what is that? Craniosacral
Craniosacral, yeah.
therapy. That word is just cannot
yeah.
come into my brain.
Yeah.
I keep thinking
Craniosacral.
Cranial and sacral. It's the nervous system. It's a therapy that really works on the nervous system.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Especially addiction. Yeah, it will be perfect.
Yeah, this is what the conventional medicine would not like. It's not very specialized in all these things.
Correct. Yeah, addiction like drugs. If you are a alcoholic, or you are a very heavy smoker, but you just do not know how to stop, or you would like to actually manage your weight. Yeah, so that's where we come in.
Wow. Okay. So, one last question from the audience. If you have any other questions, please throw it in, because I'm about to wrap up this session, and I'm looking forward to see whether my program director would like to invite individually all of them to talk about something else in future. But I hope everyone loved what we had for you today, this afternoon. It's all about complementary healings, and I can see that the crowd are really into it. And this is all what Body Mind Soul is offering to everyone over here. Our content, be it live talk, our article on website, or article on our magazines, they are all about sharing with you more alternative or complementary healings that works, or that perhaps can be a reference to you. So for you, all those out there, if you want to read more, like Kema, she had written beautiful articles.
Yeah, read my article about
on body.
Read mine too.
Also, Dr. Ang has also written an article about Jawpathy, Harmonizing Your Place on Earth, by Dr. Ang, on one of our latest volume 27. All this, you can access it when you just join Body, Mind, Soul community, which our admin has pulled out the link for you to sign up right away. Or if you are watching it on a mobile laptop, you can also use your mobile to scan the QR code. It will bring you straight to the community sign up page, and you can access right away all these magazine in digital format. On top of that, there are new added benefits for you, which I'll review it later. So I would want to ask all the guests over here, what is your last takeaway for our audience, right, when it comes to complementary healing? I think I'll start with Kema.
Can you repeat the question again? I was
the one last takeaway for the audience that you feel you must shout it out to them.
Oh, okay. What I want to say is that your body is miraculous. Never underestimate what your body can do. Given the right nutrition, the right environment, I wouldn't use the word right, given the sufficient resources. Let's not talk about right or wrong. I don't want to say about right or wrong. Giving the sufficient resources like food, proper diet, rest, sleep, exercise, given that, given the right, I would also say right association. Friends are very important. The right people, your body is remarkable. You have an innate intelligence inside you that can heal anytime.
Wow.
Never fall into the trap that thinking that we are weak, that we are helpless.
Wow.
We can.
That gives us a lot of positive energy.
Especially during these times, these pandemic times, we have been bombarded by images that we are always in danger. But always remember that if we have enough rest, we take nutrition, we have good diet, we reduce our inflammation in the body, our body could heal and rejuvenate very well.
Wow. Thank you,
That's what I
Kema. How about you, Dr. Ang? Dr. Ang?
Hello? Yes.
Yes.
There was a break just now. Yeah. Okay. So would it be okay if I want to see what Beatrice would say first. Is it okay?
Okay, sure.
I
Before
mean-
Beatrice want to continue, I will also want to shout out to all the audience. Beatrice written tons of articles for Body Mind Soul. It's about color therapy as well. It's about women topic as well. So I'm not going to tell you which volume it is. You go and find out yourself by just joining Body Mind Soul community. So Beatrice, what is your last take to all the audience out here about complementary healing?
Dr. Ang is so naughty.
Yes, I am indeed very.
So to me, our body, just like what Kema say, our body is very, very, very intelligent. Yeah, we only have one body, guys. You only have one body, and your body is your temple. Yeah, to me, it's we need to honor our body. You need to listen to your body. You need to, our body. There is a language, there's a language. I call it as your body language. You're listening to your body enough. Sometimes when we are very, very busy, we tend to not listen to our body, or even, for example, if you have a little headache or migraine, you say that it's okay, you brush it off. But we need to, stop for a moment and listen to our body. Your body is speaking to you. So listen, guys, it is very, very important. To me, our body, it's our wealth. When you're healthy, you can do anything. But if you're not healthy, you can't do anything at all, right? So listen to your body. Going back to you, Dr. Ang.
Okay, I'm sorry, Beatrice, for backstabbing.
Being tricky.
I'm sabotaging you. Okay. So actually, I wanted to hear what they would, Beatrice and Kima would say, because they would give me new ideas of what I can end my topic with. Because, like when I hear conversations like between Kima and Beatrice, or like from them as well, I captured one word. Like you have to listen. Yes, you have to listen. There's a lot of complementary methods out there, and then Kima's responsibility came up to me. Yes, because a lot of us are sick, and a lot of us know a lot about alternative methods out there, but we need to take. I always end this for my patients who are like apathic of finding solutions for themselves. They need to, come out and take that responsibility. It's not the responsibility of your hypnotherapist. It's not the responsibility of Kema or Beatrice or me. It's the responsibility of it's your responsibility. You have to take that step to listen, to to look for it. Like Kema took that step. She wanted to find solutions for her condition, but a lot of people ignore, and they don't do that, and they just continue with life. You're doing what is more important. Yeah. So,
Nice. As a conclusion, our body is awesome, and we only have one body to enjoy our life over here, and to take care of our health and be responsible to our own health, because health is wealth, like what Beatrice have mentioned. And I love all the conversation that we had. We have Vivian over here, haha, naughty Dr. Ang, and Gita was
it's so naughty.
it's just being tricky, I believe. Yes, I say that all the time. I'm a holistic health coach, and I say that to my coaches. Listen to your body. It's talking to you all the time. Just listen, take responsibility, and listen. So true. And I hope that our Gita is also saying really enjoy this. Chris, thank you very much. And thank you to all the viewers who are joining us and who have joined us. And if you find that, today's live talk is really beneficial and you gain a lot of insight, share this out, because all our live talk always available on our Body, Mind, Soul Facebook page, and it will never be deleted, so that we want to ensure more people can come across the content and to find out that there are always solutions to all the situations that we are going through. And Sarah over here, thank you for the insightful topics, Beatrice, Dr. Ang, and Kema. And I really, really want to thank Dr. Ang, Beatrice, as well as Kema for sharing with us so many information today. And we had fun. I had fun personally to have all
I
of
had
you.
fun.
We did.
Yeah, it's
I
so
did
fun.
too.
Yeah.
I did
And,
too.
and Dr. Ang reminded me about Avatar. I'm still going to watch it after this. And Jenny, thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend ahead. Awesome sessions from Vivian as well. So thank you to all these beautiful ladies. And I'll put you to the backstage so that I can continue to share with everyone what is coming up next at 4:30. It's just going to be a short break from all of us. Thank you, Beatrice, Dr. Ang, and Kema.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
Good
Up
weekend.
next-
See you guys too.
So we
Yes.
could leave.
Up next, we have Fun and Self-Discovery Oracle Reading together with Lau, a life full of blessings. So it's going to be a short sessions that we will have. And then in that particular session, that is also the time I will share with you more about Body, Mind, Soul community and what is it all about. Yeah, so make sure you stay with me at 4:30. Come back to Body, Mind, Soul Facebook page so that you can get to understand and have fun together with me about fun and discovery, self-discovery, true, by you picking the Body, Mind, Soul magazine cover, you get to know yourself better. How does it sound? Sounds fun or not? Sounds fun, isn't it? Right? So make sure you come back to Body, Mind, Soul page in, I will just, you know what, just have a short break. And at 4:30, I'll see you here again. So with that, I would say thank you very much for everyone. And I really can feel that all of you are enjoying and have enjoyed the conversation that we had today. And this is what Body, Mind, Soul Live Talk is all about. We are always here to impact your life positively. And with that, I'll say goodbye for now and I'll see you at 4:30. Bye.